And then let's design some kind of thing over here. I don't really know what this is going to be, but I haven't used any of these assets as well, or except for the bridge. So maybe I could use some of those. Might be nice to have some staircases. That might be cool. Okay, let's look up some reference photos because I'm not really sure where to go here. So let's look up ancient temple and just see what we get. And let's kind of go off of one of these. So this is cool. This is cool. I'm just opening up random tabs that seem like they are cool. And let's just look at some of these. So could have like some statues like as pillars. That might be interesting. Or maybe some sort of pyramid thing might be cool. Or maybe some like Indian style ancient temple. This looks kind of cool. I don't know why this is not loading, but this is pretty nice. Just like some courtyard type of thing made out of a bunch of blocks. Could be interesting. Or just a bunch of intricate patterns like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, ooh, look at this. So yeah, I don't know. Let's figure out the main structure because I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. So let's go back here. I don't. Yeah, this we need to figure out. So could just mess around with shapes until we get something. I think I might just do that, and then those images of those temples are kind of just in my head. So hopefully that will just kind of get translated into here somewhere. Let's delete this. Actually, before that, undo. Shift S, put the cursor there, and then add a cube. Whoops. Cube. Let's just scale that up. And I'm going to do this. Let's do this facing this way so that everything's lined up, and then I'll worry about this after. So let's get that there. And then let me just take this with it. So I'm hitting, oh, sorry, screencast keys. I totally forgot about that. Turn that on. And that's very small. Let's see if I can turn that up. Okay, so let's backslash to isolate those two objects, and let's just make a bit of room here for setting this up. This pack is going to be, I think, more useful in this scene as I block this out a bit more. But sometimes I just take like stairs and arches and just use that as the starting blocks. But in this case, I'm just going to do a bit of modeling, I think, or whatever we're doing here. Okay, so let's Alt-R to clear rotation. Put that here. And I don't really like this kind of pillar. I'm going to switch that out for this one right here. And let's, again, rotate 45, apply rotation. Okay, let's scale that up this way. That's nice. Apply scale. And let's just add an array, maybe offset of 4, I don't know. Maybe 2, 3. That seems right. Whoops, did not mean to keyframe that. Let's just crank that up to however many. That looks good. Okay, and then let's see. I might actually take this pillar right here just for something thicker in the corner. Let's again rotate 45, apply rotation. And that could be like maybe, it might be cool if it's like overhanging off the edge like this, so it kind of looks like it's meant to be floating there or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Actually, let's take Control L, or maybe this is a separate piece. Let's duplicate that, separate selection, pull that down, origin to geometry, and then just kind of put it there. Let's take this, fill it with a face, unwrap it. Cool. Okay, that will be interesting. I'm going to duplicate this and then join these, and then let's use a mirror on that. So just mirror modifier. Where is it? Mirror on this cube, and then let's go X and Y. Cool. And then we can have these just kind of in the middle somewhere. Let's actually take this down by 1 so it fits a bit better. And that seems, I'm just kind of eyeballing the spacing. It seems like that's roughly right-ish, so we'll just run with that. Again, the cursor is on this thing, so I can just set the pivot point to 3D cursor. Let's Alt-D, rotate 90, In fact, if we do that in one action, so Alt D, RZ, 90, and then, so we did that all in one action. Now we can Shift R, and it'll just repeat the last action. Do that 2 more times. So it's just repeating the Alt D, RZ, 90 to duplicate, rotate 90 degrees around the cursor. Okay, cool. Let's go back here. And we need something up here. Let's actually take this first of all, and let's let's do a bevel. Let's apply the scale and then bevel this. Switch it over to custom, and we'll just do some custom thing here. Make it a little bit intricate. So something like that. Turn up the segments, and then that gets translated on here. If you don't want to deal with this, you can just use a preset from here too. There's some nice ones in there. Okay, bevel this. Maybe just same thing, but less. So, yep. And then we could even take, whatever. Let's duplicate that entire thing. Scale it by -1 on the Z, so we just use it as a roof. Nice. And then we could maybe duplicate this up again like this. Let's see if this is going to work. Alt D, and then scale it inwards. That's a little bit bad. Let's scale this inwards by like 0.75, and then these can be, I guess this should be like 4. So if you just hold Alt and then click whatever you want on the array, it'll do it to all of them. Let's line that up in the middle, so right there. I'm just moving it along the local X, and I actually did that wrong, so let's try that again. So G, X, and then X again, and it'll just remove them all. So GX is this, but then if you hit X again, it'll put them all along their local X axis, so they're all rotated facing the same middle point, so it works. So let's just move it over like this, line it up, and I did it wrong again somehow. So I need to go to the left. Okay. So just 1 to the left like this. That is right. Okay. Let's turn on effect only locations and then scale that in. And that's not quite working because the array is on there. So we can just convert it to a mesh. So right click, convert to mesh, applies all modifiers for all selected objects all at once. Let's hit origin to geometry. And I did not do that properly because these are actually linked duplicates. Okay. Clear object and data. If you don't have that setting, search for relations, make single user object. I'd recommend adding this to your quick favorites. So that's what this is. So it just clears its own, makes it a unique object. So it's not like a linked duplicate. I think I explained that in the other one, but anyways. Let's convert that to a mesh now to apply all modifiers. Okay, now pull this over right there, I think. Okay, now affect only locations. So when you scale it, let's set the origin to geometry. Now when you scale it, it will, that was too much work for just a simple task like that. There's better ways to do that. Okay, there we go. Let's take these and actually duplicate this. Maybe scale it by 0.75. And I had only effect only locations on. Let's turn that on. Try that again. And then maybe bring that into like right there. Pull that up. That's kind of cool. And sure, let's just run with that. And let's just see how this is looking. These need to be this material. Okay, cool. And then we need some kind of cube in here. And also the volumetrics are not looking good, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, scale this, or duplicate this, scale it up. It's actually Shift D that, origin to geometry, scale this up, just so there's some kind of bulk of something in the middle, just to make it look like it's a bit more, I don't know, important looking. So it's not like hollow and empty. And these should be in the middle. I don't know why they're not. Just put that right there, put this right here. Okay, cool. Scale that up. Is the origin not in the middle? Apply scale, please, and then put the origin. Oh, that's strange. Oh, because I have a bevel on one side. Let's just add a new add a new cube. Okay, so the geometry is kind of messed up, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we'll just put that there. Link material, apply scale. We'll fix this later and make it something a bit nicer than just a regular cube, but for now, doesn't matter. We're just getting an idea of what this needs to look like, so that's fine for now. Okay, and we'll figure out something else later. I don't know. Maybe I can drop some arch on top of this or something, or some of these. That might be interesting, but I don't know if that really makes sense here. That's kind of cool though, so we'll just keep it in there. Sure, why not? Okay, and let's actually do one more of those up here. Just kind of make it fit. If it doesn't fit, like this. Okay, cool. Sure, that's fine for now. And we could even do like one down here. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if that makes too much sense, but we'll figure that out later. Okay.